There is a Kansas garment industry that produces sportswear and custom-designed identification apparel that carries messages in many languages. A manufacturer of portable insulated water containers contends that his product appears on powered trucks of Europe, oil field equipment of the Middle East, Equatorial Africa, the Antarctic, as well as the hay fields of Kansas. One establishment designs, engineers, and produces nothing but the controls for powered lawn, golf course, and garden equipment. Versatile fiberglass used to insulate hot and cold, to reinforce plastics, to make gaskets, pistons, hose, and fibers is drawn or blown or spun in a Kansas factory for worldwide use. What about fiberglass poles for the vaulting athletes of Russia, Finland, Scandinavia, the Mexican Olympics? Look for a Kansas-made label. This coasting, squatting step stool is in the world market, as are frames for spectacles, molds for the hard of hearing, and for the entire roster of this nation's astronauts are a Kansas product. We'll let you view some of the procedures involved in the finishing of this product and the packaging for many Canadian practitioners. And guns. There is a world market for a Kansas firm, both in manufacture and in reworking. And then we get into the heavy industry segment of the Kansas export story. Products fashioned from metals of the space age that may be forged and machined to the specifications of heavy-duty construction. Cast steel components for diesel locomotives and rail cars, high-pressure valves, and a myriad range of carefully engineered, meticulously patterned equipment. Heavy indeed is the filmy substance known as cellophane, a product of wood pulp combined with chemicals. The manufacturing, splitting, trimming, packaging, and shipping facilities deliver a steady flow of merchandise destined for use overseas. It takes a lot of floor space to manufacture the world's biggest tires, gigantic cushions cooked in Kansas-made molds for machinery that is reshaping the earth. These tires may see duty on the banks of the Nile or in the mines of Chile to load ore for the mills of the Ruhr or help build a road in a remote region of India. There is a notable Kansas product that by its worldwide fame is an ambassador of global goodwill. This is the fleet of Kansas-made aircraft that run the gamut of uses and usefulness, transporting anything and everything from airstrips of jungle or swamp, flying family or business agents on time-saving journeys, or providing airline accommodations into remote sections of the world. These craft fly away daily from 5 Kansas factories en route to the border ports for crating or in the first stages of a flight under their own power to the distant airdromes of foreign owners. This transportation equipment category ranks second only to Kansas food products in the state's export market, a multi-million-dollar volume that has put multi-thousands of Kansas ambassadors before the eyes of the world. And of course, from this first magnitude industrial planet has spun off a galaxy of satellites, the builders of navigation and communication equipment supplied to the airframe builders also supply the world's markets. Careful fashioning of flight instruments and meticulous adherence to fine standards is another satellite that finds a ready market abroad as an integral part of the exported aircraft or as an individual package. And we can't stop there. We have described hard goods as the most exportable item that Kansas has, and there are other areas to explore. Specifically, this is the widespread practice of sharing Kansas know-how with foreign lands. Extended periods of on-the-job training in the intricacies of chemical production. And exploratory tours of Kansas agricultural establishments have ministered to the economic health of our neighbors. And there is further export of Kansas products that is rarely known. These are the products of the Kansas mind. Kansas creativity for which dollar values cannot be established. The world rides on roads and bridges planned and engineered in Kansas. It utilizes buildings, dams, and power plants conceived, designed, and supervised from Kansas offices. Today, 9 Kansas firms proudly fly the E flag that is awarded by the President of the United States for pioneering an American product in a foreign land. I have only given you a sampling of the many products that we produce in Kansas, since we are limited by time and space. It is, however, sufficient evidence to prove that Midway World is building friends throughout the latitude and longitude of this sphere through a common denominator called respect for quality and craftsmanship.